guys, Jonathan the Vlogger 9000 here back with another video. So today, let's see, it's been about 2 to 3 weeks since I uploaded a video last. I was waiting to upload a video until I got another deer. The whole rifle season passed. I didn't get a chance at a buck or anything. The last week, I decided that I was gonna shoot a doe if I saw one, but my dumb self passed up 3 does 3 days before the last day. And I kicked myself so much for that, because then I had to muzzleload hunt. And let me tell you, if you've never muzzleloader hunted, it's very, very hard, because it takes about 5 minutes to reload the dang thing. And if something goes wrong, like if it gets wet and stuff, it will not fire correctly, which I figured the hard way. So let's see. One day, the first day I tried it out, I just shot it in the yard and got practically a perfect bullseye, which was really good. But I also had a rest, which is also what helped me. And then, so I thought I was good. I thought I was spot on. So we went out when muzzleloader started, the first day of muzzleloader. I had basketball practice, and then after basketball practice, we had the guns. So we were just riding around, seeing if we could see any deer before dark, because it's only really 20 minutes before dark. Left after basketball practice, so we were riding around, and just right before we get to our house, we look over, and across the road, there's 6 deer, and one of them was a really nice doe, and we think one of them was a buck, but we're not sure, which I think I should have tried to shoot that one, but I didn't. So we got out, we got to the house, we went and we snuck up to as close as we could to them, and took a couple minutes to get steady. I had to use my dad's back as a rest, but some moisture had gotten in the barrel and stuff, so it didn't fire correctly, or I don't know if that's what was it, but so it fired and it didn't sound right. So we went and we looked for blood. We didn't see anything. We decided that something was wrong with the gun, and the bullet just kind of like plopped out and just went under the deer. The deer was like 60 yards away, which wasn't too far, but you know, for a muzzleloader, it's not a bad distance. So I was really disappointed. So the next day, I got out. Or we did the same thing, and we saw 2 does in a big field. So we're like, you know what, we're gonna try and get out on them. There was like 20 minutes left before dark, although it was overcast, so it was getting kind of dark. And I had a peep-sighted gun the day before. I was using one with the scope, because the one with the scope comes to find out, I don't know what was wrong with it, but they fired it once, and then they went to go fire it again, and it wouldn't fire. So, but my grandfather got it fixed, so I could use it again. So we got out on 2 does, probably like 2 to 3 or 3.5-year-old doe, with like a last year's lamb. And I'm rested on an apple tree. I'm getting ready. I'm about to pull I took the safety off, and I'm about to pull the trigger. My dad's like, wait. Look to the left. I look to my left, and there is this buck, this wide. Well, we're pretty sure it's one of the bucks that we have on our hit list that we call crab claws. He's a really big 10-point. And so I get it on him. It's probably 70 yards, maybe 80, probably close to 90. I get ready. I pull the trigger, it goes, puh, and the bullet just went probably 20 yards, laid on the ground, and the 2 circular powder pellets came flying out of the barrel one after another on fire. It looked like a Roman candle, and they went like 20 yards. Luckily, it was like raining, so they landed on the ground and just went out. And we went and looked for blood. We didn't see any blood or any hair, so I'm glad I didn't wound it at all. Same with the first deer. I didn't wound it. So that got me really discouraged that I didn't get that buck or that doe. Was it the next day? No. Yes, it was the next day. We were coming back to my house from basketball practice, and we see there's like 6 deer down across the road. So we got out. We got the guns. We got them ready. We snuck down to a couple bushes that were blocking the deer from us. We were able to sneak through a really wet spot to a tree that was behind a really big one that we were going to sneak up to. But before I started to, my dad told me to look over to my right because there was a couple deer there. And one of them was looking straight at us. Like, you could see her ears that were like this. She was staring right at us. I look really dumb right there. She was staring right at us. Now look over a little bit more, and there's another one standing there. The one that was staring right at us was probably about 80 yards, and the one broadside was probably about 70. So keep in mind, I'm not a very good shooter offhand, but with the rest, I'm pretty good. So we didn't bring a shooting stick, so I'm sitting there. I'm shaking. The gun's wobbling all around. It's 70 yards, so it's kind of hard. I pull the trigger, and I didn't even look at the deer. I didn't even look. I looked straight at my dad and said, "That's what the gun is supposed to sound like." And then my dad's like, "I think she dropped." So we went over, and we looked, and she was done. Well, kind of done. I feel really bad for the way I shot her. I wish I had a rest. If I had had a rest, I would have been able to take a better shot. But I guess as I was wobbling too, when I pulled the trigger, it pulled the gun a little bit to the right, and I hit her right before the hips, and I broke her spine. So that's why she fell down instantly. She fell in a ditch. So she was either gonna drown or we had to finish her off, and I really didn't want to have her drown, so I had to finish her off. Which I really don't like having to do, because I'm a hunter who wants to make a clean kill shot and not have the animal suffer. So I felt really bad about that. But I was really happy about getting a deer and finally being tagged out. I didn't care if it was a buck or not at that point. So I was really happy. She was really nice though. She was bigger than the one that I shot on Youth Day, I'm pretty sure. She was younger though. Yeah, so that is my story of how I tagged out with a muzzleloader and how many misfires I had, basically. So, I have actually the cap that I shot the deer with, and the same exact bullet I shot the deer with. Not the same exact one, but it's the same, just not the one that went through the deer. So right here's the cap. And this is the bullet. Keep in mind, this is my pinky finger compared to it. It's a .50 caliber bullet. It's really, really big, and it's pretty heavy. And this cap, it's meant for shotgun shells. Like, you put them in the center of a shotgun shell for the primer. So that was cool, and I hope you guys enjoyed me telling you the story about how I finally tagged out. Excuse me. And, like, just how it happened and stuff. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button. I noticed that we are now up to 215 subscribers, guys. That is a really good goal. And we are almost at 18,000 views. We have like 350 views left until I hit 18,000. And after 18,000, it's 19,000, then 20,000. And that's awesome, guys. So, I can't wait for that. Honestly, I can't. So, thank you guys for all your support on my channel. I know I haven't uploaded a video in a while. So, I'll try to get to it more often now. I don't know what I'll make videos to or about. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, smash the like button. If you're new to the channel, click that red subscribe button. My name is Jonathan in the Vlogger 9000, and I am out. Peace.